Alright, hey, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you my very own personal second brain template. And this dashboard I use to track almost everything in my life. It's a very powerful dashboard, which you will get to know as we get into this video. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so let me show you how my dashboard looks like. And by the way, if you want to download this dashboard, you can just click on the link down in the description below, and you can go ahead and download this dashboard for yourself as well. So yeah, let's get into the video. Let me show you the dashboard, how it looks and how powerful it is. All right, so this is the dashboard that I was talking about, and I call it the second brain. Basically, in my personal dashboard, it's just the second brain, and this is the public dashboard, so therefore you have the name as second brain template. Let me show you what all things it contains, and it's quite powerful actually. We'll just break it down step by step. Okay, so we have got this section called the quick capture. So I'm sure in your day-to-day life, you'd like to quickly capture things, quickly capture moments in your life, like quick notes, journaling, creative captures. So all of these buttons that you see right over here are actually linked to all of these areas over here. Okay. And some of the areas I have not created any buttons because I don't track, usually create quick captures for those areas. But other than that, you have all the useful buttons associated with all these areas. So for example, if I want to quickly create a note, okay, I can just go ahead and click on it, and it's going to directly go ahead and save whatever I'm creating by clicking on this into this notes areas. Let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, let me click on this quick notes. All right, let me commit out of it. And if you go over here, if you hover and click on this one, you can see that we have got a new note created. Is it over here? Quick notes. It is supposed to come over here. All right. So as you can see, it has been updated right over here in the note taking section, in this note taking dashboard over here. Okay, in this database. So if you click over here and open this up, you can see there is lorem ipsum. Wonderful. So let's go back to our second brain template. So this is how you create quick notes for any section desired that you have right over here. And if you go into any one of these sections, we've got a to-do list and a notes. So let me go ahead and create a to-do list, for example, in this particular area. So in personal growth today, maybe in our to-do list, learn Spanish could be a new to-do list. Okay. And let's go ahead and select a project maybe. And let us keep it as daily habits maybe. Okay. And in categories, I'm going to select as daily habits. Priority, it's kind of medium low, I think. Yeah, if I'm free in today's day, so I think I'll commit to this particular to do, otherwise I won't. Okay, if you have any resources, you can actually link it right over here, which we do not have it. So let's go back now. Okay, so as we have added a new to do item right here in the to do list, if I go right over here, go back to our second brain template, you can see that it will be automatically added in our daily habits right over here. Well, it's taking a little time to update. We'll just have to give it some time. Let's keep it a date. Oops, so that was the problem. So if you go ahead and create a date for today, it's going to get updated in the calendar right here on today's date. So as you can see, learn Spanish. Now you can go ahead and click on it and it's going to commit. And I can show you all of these areas are actually linked to the projects. They are linked to the task sprints. which automatically gets automated and accumulated right over here in your calendar for the ease of use, and also simultaneously in the database as well. So these are all the daily tasks. So for example, learn Spanish is right over here, which we created just now. And if I go ahead and suppose I completed this task, I'm just going to click on it. It's going to go to the completed list right over here. So we have successfully completed our task, which is learn Spanish, and it's gone to this particular area, which is completed. All right, so that is all about areas. Okay, now if we go to projects over here, we have got different sections. And also, by the way, uh, if you want to create more areas, you can actually go ahead and click on new page, and it's going to create a new area. I have already created a default template for you guys that you can start with. So for example, let's create this area for maybe, I don't know, I mean, just random tourism. Okay, and we can set a template just by clicking right over here. And we have got this template. We have to go ahead and do some adjustment in order to make it suitable for this particular area. And to do that, what we are going to do is come over here. We are going to create some filters actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and create some filters. Right now, the date start is relative to today and this week. This is fine. Check mark is empty. And I'm going to add a new filter wherein I'm going to select areas. So only one thing you are supposed to add in the filter, okay? Areas that contains the new name, which is tourism. And it's going to clear all the areas right over here. Now this we have created for daily. In the same way, you can create for monthly as well or weekly as well. And let me show you how to do that. I'm going to quickly show you that. Let's create a table for that. Again, you can come over here, create a new filter. Let us create a new filter. And we're going to choose the filter with the areas that contain tourism. Let's go over here, add one more filter with the date being set to maybe weekly, this week, or if you want to change it to monthly, you can go ahead and do that. It's going to track all the activities for the month. And the last filter that we are going to set is for the check mark. Okay, and let it be unchecked. We are going to rename this to monthly. Okay. All right. Let's create the last filter. And for this, I'm going to set it for completed. Okay. Let's go ahead, select the areas. And in areas, I'm going to select tourism. And then in the check mark, I'm going to select checked. Okay. All right. And it's going to be completed. We're going to rename this to completed. Okay, and it's updated to completed. Let's go ahead and create a new to-do list over here. So for example, we are going to create a new to-do list, and let's say for tourism we want to travel to Spain, yeah, because we are learning Spanish. And after that, if I go over here, I can actually check mark, click on the check mark, and it's going to go into this area, which is the completed area. Okay, wonderful. So this is how you create this a new template. If you want to create a new area, this is how you do. Okay, I'm going to come out and I'm just going to simply delete this because that was I just showed you just for the example. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And also I'm going to delete this actually, even the personal finance. I don't know why I created that, This is how you can go ahead and create a new page. And in the same way, you can actually also go ahead and create a new project as well if you want to. Okay. Well, let us go ahead and explore all of these projects that I've created. Now, these projects are related to my personal choices in life. Okay. It might not be the same for you guys, obviously. I think that's well understood. Let's go inside this. So these are all the daily habits you can see. It will already be present to you as a template. So if you want to go ahead and clear all this up, obviously you can go ahead and do that. This is how it's going to look like. Okay. And again, you can track for weekly and you can track for completed. So these are all the completed. And in completed, I have actually segregated in the way it's segregated in terms of last 30 days. It's actually relative to each other. You can also change this if you want to. You can change this by going to these three icons right over here. Let's go to grouping. Okay. And instead of relative, we can also do it weekly. And it's going to segregate it in the weekly fashion. Otherwise, you can do monthly as well. Okay. Otherwise, you can do daily as well. Okay. If that is your choice of preference, that is what you want to do, you can go ahead and do that as well. But I think weekly would be fine. Yeah. It's easier to track. And you can also always go ahead and twirl this up and hide all of these and see whatever is necessary to you at this point of time just by twirling it down. So yes, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. So that's how you can go ahead and track all your daily habits as well. If you want to create a daily habit, so for example, it's going to work in loop. Whatever you create over here, it's going to create a loop inside your project file as well. Sorry, in your calendar as well. Okay. That's how we have set up this area. Let's go back to the second brain template. And as you can see, all of these habits are in a loop that I have created. Okay. So if you go to the daily habits, just go ahead and create any task and it's going to loop itself every day inside this calendar. Okay. And it's all set up, well set up for you guys to just go ahead and explore. Okay. So this is our task sprints, the main task sprints. So these are different projects. We just spoke about daily habits. You can go ahead and create to-do lists. Now these are some of the projects that I am working on. Whatever you create, all the to-do lists are directly attached right over here. So let's go ahead and create a to-do list for today. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and create, let's say, edit a YouTube video. Okay. So that's the task I've created. Okay. Now let's go ahead and check this out right over here. You can see it has automated itself automatically into our task sprints right over here. Edit a YouTube video. Once you have completed, you can check mark and it's going to go from daily to the completed section. Okay. And in resources, you can actually go ahead and collect resources that you are working on in your day-to-day life. So yeah, that is all about this particular template. It's the second brain template. And I think it encapsulates almost everything in your life. You can create as many projects that you want to, as many areas that you want to, and it's all connected with each other. Everything will show up right here, scheduled in your calendar. Okay. All you have to do is just go ahead and download this and plug it, edit it according to your preference, and use it to your best capacity. And I'm sure it's because it's a very powerful template, it's going to help you a lot in your life. All right, so that is it from this video. So hope you like this video. So if you want to go ahead and download this dashboard, there's a link provided down in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye and take care.